Mia, it's been ages. How have you been?
Ethan. I've been great, just busy with work and studies.
What have you been up to since high school?
I'm studying law now and working part-time. What about you?
I'm studying engineering and interning at a tech company.
That's awesome. Do you still keep in touch with anyone from school?
Occasionally. I'm mostly in touch with Alex and Sarah. You?
I talk to Jessica and Daniel now and then. Remember our old friends?
Of course. I miss those days. What's your fondest memory?
Our school play. We had so much fun rehearsing. Yours?
The annual field trips were unforgettable. Any new hobbies?
I've taken up painting recently. It's so relaxing. You?
I'm really into hiking and photography now. It's invigorating.
Have you traveled anywhere interesting recently?
Yes, I went to the Grand Canyon last month. You?
I visited New York City for a law conference. Exciting!
That sounds amazing. Are your parents doing well?
Yes, they're great. Mom's retired and Dad's still working. Yours?
Mom's retired too, and Dad's been working on projects.
What's the best advice your parents ever gave you?
Always stay curious and never stop learning. What about yours?
Be kind and work hard. Those words have stuck with me.
How's your love life? Anyone special in the picture?
I've been seeing someone casually, but nothing serious yet. You?
I'm in a relationship. It's been going well for over a year.
That's great to hear. How did you meet them?
Through a mutual friend at a party. It was serendipitous.
Serendipity is wonderful. Have any of your friends impacted you deeply?
Definitely. Alex's perseverance inspired me to pursue engineering.
Jessica's passion for art made me pursue painting seriously.
It's fascinating how people can influence our paths. Anyone else?
Yes, Daniel's dedication to his career was motivating for me.
Do you think we've become who we wanted to be?
In many ways, yes. I'm happy with my choices so far.
I feel the same. It's been a fulfilling journey. Any regrets?
None major. Maybe not traveling more when we were younger.
Agreed. Sometimes I wish I had explored more before college.
What's one life lesson you've learned recently?
To appreciate the small moments and not just focus on goals.
I've learned to embrace change and adapt to new situations.
Wise words. What are your current goals?
Finishing law school with distinction and starting a fulfilling career.
My goal is to complete my degree and find a great job.
Do you have a role model who inspires you?
Yes, Elon Musk. His innovation and resilience are incredible.
Mine is Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Her dedication to justice is inspiring.
She's an excellent choice. What's the best book you've read recently?
Educated by Tara Westover. It's both gripping and enlightening.
I loved Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. It's thought-provoking.
What's your favorite way to unwind after a long day?
I enjoy going for a run or reading a book.
I like to relax with a good movie or paint.
What's a personal achievement you're proud of?
Completing my first solo painting exhibition was a big milestone.
Successfully leading a project at my internship felt rewarding.
What's one thing you'd like to improve about yourself?
I'd like to be more organized and less procrastinative.
I'd like to improve my time management skills.
Have you taken any courses or workshops recently?
I've attended several workshops on public speaking and debate.
I took a course on advanced coding techniques last semester.
That sounds useful. How do you stay motivated with studies?
Setting small, achievable goals keeps me motivated and focused.
I use a planner and set deadlines to stay on track.
Any advice for someone trying to balance work and study?
Prioritize tasks and don't hesitate to ask for help when needed.
Agreed. Also, ensure you have some downtime to recharge.
What's one piece of advice you'd give to your younger self?
Take more risks and embrace every opportunity. What about you?
Don't worry so much about what others think.
Is there a specific cause or charity you support?
I support organizations focused on legal aid for underprivileged communities.
I contribute to environmental conservation initiatives. It's a passion of mine.
What's one thing you wish people knew about you?
That I'm more thoughtful than I might initially appear.
I wish people knew how much I value deep conversations.
What's something you're looking forward to in the next year?
Graduating and starting my career in law. What about you?
Landing a job in my field and traveling more.
Any big plans for this summer?
I'm planning a road trip across the West Coast.
That sounds amazing. I'm considering a short vacation in Europe.
Have you ever thought about what you'll do next after graduation?
I'm contemplating specializing in human rights law. It's a passion.
That's admirable. I'm thinking about focusing on sustainable technology.
Have you had any unexpected experiences lately?
Yes, I got to present at a tech conference unexpectedly.
That's exciting. I had the chance to speak at a seminar too.
What's one challenge you've recently overcome?
Managing a heavy workload while preparing for exams was tough.
Balancing multiple projects and deadlines was a recent challenge for me.
What's one habit you're trying to develop?
I'm working on developing a consistent workout routine.
I'm trying to maintain a regular meditation practice.
How do you stay informed about current events?
I read news articles and follow reliable news sources online.
I listen to news podcasts and read daily updates.
What's your favorite way to spend a weekend?
Exploring new places or catching up on hobbies.
Relaxing at home with a good book or movie.
How have your interests evolved since we last met?
I've become more interested in social justice issues recently.
Have you been involved in any activism or community work?
Yes, I've volunteered with organizations that support marginalized communities.
That's commendable. Have you faced any challenges in your work?
Balancing activism with my studies has been quite demanding.
What strategies do you use to manage your workload?
I prioritize tasks and delegate when possible. What about you?
I use project management tools to keep everything organized.
Have you taken any leadership roles in your current activities?
Yes, I've led a team on a major project at work.
That must have been a significant responsibility. How did it go?
It was challenging but rewarding. We achieved our goals.
Have you learned any new skills from these experiences?
Definitely. I've improved my leadership and communication skills.
That's great. How do you stay current in your field?
I attend industry conferences and follow relevant journals.
What's the most interesting conference or workshop you've attended?
The Tech Innovations Conference was particularly fascinating and inspiring.
I attended a seminar on international human rights law last month.
That sounds intriguing. How do you apply what you learn?
I integrate new insights into my coursework and advocacy work.
Do you think our education system prepares us well for the real world?
It provides a strong foundation, but practical experience is crucial.
I agree. Hands-on experience often complements theoretical knowledge.
What's one piece of advice you'd give to someone starting their career?
Network extensively and seek mentorship from experienced professionals.
Good advice. What's been the most valuable lesson from your career so far?
The importance of adaptability and continuous learning.
Have you ever faced a setback? How did you handle it?
Yes, and I focused on learning from it and moving forward.
Resilience is key. What motivates you to keep going during tough times?
The desire to achieve my goals and make a difference.
What about you? What keeps you motivated? My passion for justice and the impact I can make.
Have you ever considered pursuing further studies or a different career path?
I've thought about pursuing a master's in international law.
I've considered an MBA to complement my engineering background.
How do you balance career aspirations with personal life?
It requires planning and setting boundaries to manage both.
Do you have any personal projects or passions outside of work?
I'm working on a personal blog about technology trends.
That sounds exciting. I've been developing a community outreach program.
What's one goal you hope to achieve with your program?
To increase awareness and support for underrepresented groups.
That's impactful. How do you measure the success of your initiatives?
Through feedback, engagement metrics, and tangible outcomes.
What's the most fulfilling aspect of your current work?
Seeing the positive change and impact on individuals' lives.
I find fulfillment in solving complex problems and creating solutions.
What do you find most challenging about your field?
Keeping up with rapid technological changes can be demanding.
For me, navigating bureaucratic systems can sometimes be frustrating.
How do you deal with frustrations or obstacles in your work?
I try to focus on solutions rather than problems.
What's one skill you're currently working on improving?
I'm enhancing my negotiation and advocacy skills.
I'm working on my data analysis and visualization skills.
How do you stay inspired and avoid burnout?
I take regular breaks and engage in activities I enjoy.
I practice mindfulness and make time for hobbies I love.
Have you ever had a mentor? How did they influence you?
Yes, my mentor has guided me in my career choices.
Mentors can be incredibly valuable. What qualities do you admire in yours?
Their wisdom, support, and genuine interest in my growth.
What's the best way to find a mentor?
Networking events and professional organizations are good places to start.
What's your approach to setting and achieving long-term goals?
I break them down into smaller, manageable steps.
I use a combination of goal-setting frameworks and regular reviews.
How do you handle conflicting priorities or demands?
By prioritizing tasks and communicating effectively with stakeholders.
I use a similar approach and seek to understand all perspectives.
What's one piece of technology you couldn't live without?
My smartphone, it keeps me connected and organized.
I'd say my laptop. It's essential for my work and studies.
How do you manage your digital presence and privacy?
I use strong passwords and regularly review my privacy settings.
I do the same and stay informed about digital security best practices.
What's your approach to maintaining a healthy work-life balance?
Setting clear boundaries and dedicating time for personal activities.
I schedule regular breaks and make time for family and friends.
How do you approach personal development and self-improvement?
I set personal goals and seek feedback from peers.
I read books and take courses to enhance my skills.
What's the most valuable lesson you've learned from your work?
The importance of empathy and understanding diverse perspectives.
I've learned that collaboration and teamwork are crucial for success.
How do you stay connected with friends and family?
I schedule regular catch-ups and use messaging apps.
I also use social media and video calls to stay in touch.
What's a memorable trip you've taken recently?
I visited Paris and explored its rich history and culture.
I traveled to Japan and experienced its unique blend of tradition and modernity.
What's one destination you still want to visit?
I'd love to explore New Zealand's natural landscapes.
I'm interested in visiting South Africa to experience its wildlife.
What's one experience you think everyone should have at least once?
Traveling to a different country to immerse in a new culture.
I agree. It broadens perspectives and enriches one's understanding of the world.
It's been so wonderful catching up with you, Ethan.
Absolutely, Mia. I've enjoyed hearing all about your life.
Same here. We should make sure to stay in touch.
Definitely. Let's not let so much time pass before we meet again.
Agreed. I'll look forward to our next catch-up.
Me too. Until then, take care and best of luck with everything.
Thanks, Ethan. You too. Bye for now.
Bye, Mia. See you again soon.